All right, let's just jump right in. Look, AI is everywhere, right? But this isn't for the Silicon Valley gurus. Nope. This is for you, for me, for everyone who just wants to make life a little easier without having to learn how to code.
I mean, how true is this? It feels like every day there's some new AI that's going to change the world. Meanwhile, you're just battling your printer. It's so easy to feel like you're completely out of the loop. And trust me, you are not alone in feeling that way.
So, is this AI stuff really just for people who speak in code?
Oh, not even close. The truth is, most of these AI tools, they're basically just really smart assistants. I love this microwave analogy. You don't need to be a physicist to warm up your leftovers, right? You just push a button. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to show you which buttons to push.
Okay, so where do we begin? Let's start with the easy stuff, the quick wins. These are the tools that you can literally start using right after this and see a difference right away.
First on the list is the big one, the one you've definitely heard of, ChatGPT. The best way to think about it is like it's your personal brainstorming buddy. You know, that assistant for when you're overthinking everything. It's perfect for those times you're just stuck.
And what's so great about it is how useful it is for just normal, everyday stuff. Like, you can ask it to explain something complicated as if you were a fifth grader. Or, and this is my absolute favorite, hey, can you write me a nice but firm email to say no to this new project? It's a lifesaver. And it's amazing for getting past writer's block. Just ask it for 5 ideas on, well, anything. Now, here's the secret sauce, the big hack. You don't need any of that fancy prompt engineering jargon. Seriously, just talk to it. Treat it like a friend who just happens to know a lot and can type insanely fast. The more conversational you are, the better your results will be. It's that simple.
But what if my writing itself is the problem?
Ah, that's a fantastic question. And it leads us perfectly to the next tool, Grammarly. Think of this thing as your own personal grammar bodyguard. It's just a little extension for your browser that works quietly in the background, catching all those embarrassing typos and mistakes before anyone else does. You basically set it up once and forget about it, and it just makes you look good. Okay, so we've got our writing assistants covered. Now let's move on to tools that help with other real-world problems. You know, for those of us, and I'm raising my hand here, who are maybe a little design challenged or not the most organized people on the planet. All right, if you think graphic design means picking Comic Sans and a bunch of clashing colors, this one is for you. It's called Canva Magic Design. It's an AI tool that can whip up some really professional-looking graphics from, get this, just a few words of text. I'm not kidding. You can just type something like, make an Instagram post for a new coffee shop, make it look cool but not stuffy, and boom, it gives you a bunch of options to choose from. It's like having your own personal graphic designer on speed dial, one who doesn't secretly judge your taste. Okay, next up, for all my people out there whose notebooks look like a complete disaster zone, this is Notion AI. It's designed to take all your jumbled, chaotic thoughts and magically turn them into organized, useful plans. And how it works is it's amazing. You literally just dump all your thoughts onto the page. Don't even think about formatting. Then you just highlight that whole mess, click a button, and tell it to organize this or find the action items. And just like that, it turns that chaos into a clear, structured list. It is an absolute game changer, especially for meetings.
But how do I use these without looking like a robot?
Okay, that is the million-dollar question, right? And you've got to be smart here. So let's talk about the don'ts first. Rule number 1, never ever just copy and paste. AI can and will just make stuff up sometimes. Also, don't put any sensitive or private information in there. And please, don't expect perfection on the first try. It's a starting point, not a magic button. So what should you do? Here's the right mindset. Think of AI as your first draft. It gets you most of the way there. Your job is to come in and be the human. You edit, you tweak it, you add your own personality, let it do the heavy lifting to get you, say, 80% done, and then you add that last 20% that makes it sound like you.
All right, so now that we've got the ground rules, let's talk about my favorite part, automating the really boring stuff. This is where AI becomes a massive time saver.
You know that feeling? You're in a meeting, you're nodding your head, but you're actually just planning your dinner? Yeah, this tool is for you. It's called Otter.ai, and it's basically a personal assistant for your meetings. It records, it writes down everything that's said, and then it summarizes the whole thing for you.
You literally just invite it to your Zoom or Teams meeting like it's another person, and it handles everything. When the meeting's over, you get a full transcript, a nice little summary, and even a list of who's supposed to do what. It means you can actually pay attention to the conversation instead of trying to write everything down.
Phew. Okay, that was a lot of information, I know. So the big question is, how do you get started without feeling totally overwhelmed? Let's break it down into a super simple plan.
Here is your plan starting today. Ready? Step 1. Just pick one. One tool from this list that sounded interesting. Step 2. Try it on one specific thing you do all the time. Maybe it's that weekly email, maybe it's a social media post. And step 3. Stick with just that one tool for a week. That's it. Start small. Build the habit.
So I want to leave you with a question. Forget about learning AI for a second. That sounds huge. Instead, just ask yourself this. What is the single most annoying, boring thing on my to-do list right now? And could one of these tools make it just a little bit easier? That's your starting point.
Because at the end of the day, the goal isn't to become some AI guru. It's just about getting the boring stuff off your plate so you have more time and brain power for the things that really matter.
If you loved this content, please share it with someone who might need to hear it. And please make sure you click like on this video and subscribe to our channel for more. Thanks for watching.